What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about AIOZ. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get going. Shout out to all the people who bought AIOZ before yesterday's pump. I know I haven't talked about it so much on the YouTube channel, maybe in my live streams, but in the Discord, I know over the past few days I have talked about it a lot. So anybody that scoops some up here, congratulations on yesterday's 26% pump. Nice move up. Daily RSI is looking strong. Price action's looking strong. We look at the weekly. It looks like you're basically just tearing through this whole consolidation phase, looking like you want new highs. Generally, when you see a move like this, it doesn't stop until you do get new highs, and those highs tend to be around the 1272 extension to the 1618 extension. You tear through your golden ratio like you did here. You just tore right through it on the first attempt. Likely, you don't stop until you see the 1618 of that next zone. So yes, this is your whole primary zone between $1.45 to $2.17, but I would say you're at 99 cents now. I think this thing is not going to stop until it sees at least another $1.17 higher in price. Is it a good time to get into AIOZ? Maybe, maybe not. You know, it could pull back from here. It's at 99.7 cents now. It could pull back to 92 cents. Could pull back all the way down to 83 cents. It doesn't have to. It could just keep running. You know, it's hard to say, but I would think that soon, by the end of this year, it sees another 100+% growth. And it really could see more than that even, right? We look at this. Maybe that's not a good example to go off of. I guess I don't have a good example to go off of. That's okay. That's okay. I was going to say, if we look at this high to this low, you moved all the way up to your 3786 for your high, right? I'll delete this so it's less noise. 3786. We're talking about this thing topping off at 217. That's the 1618. The 3786 is all the way up here, but I don't think you're going to see that, right? This range is a lot deeper than that range was, but maybe not the 3786, but maybe like the 1886, maybe something like that you could see, but nonetheless, going off the standard rules of the fibs here, when you cut through that like butter, you generally do run right up to that 1618. So that's what I'm expecting. At least 145, but probably 217 is the likely target by the end of the year. And you absolutely could progress past that going into next year, but time will tell. So AIOZ looking great, looking really, really good. We zoom out, we look at it for its all-time history kind of look here, and we can see that not only are you looking to break out of new cycle highs, but you look like you want to break out of new all-time highs. So all-time high to all-time low, same thing. You tore right up through your 618. You even back tested it for support. So again, that same idea that you could go all the way up to your 1618, that's at $78. You're at $1 now. This thing really could rip that high, right? AIOZ, and I know it sounds crazy, but first off, guys, this is crypto. And you should look up AIOZ. It's got a lot of positive things going on with it, right? There's a lot of cool things. I like the tokenomics behind it, and I think that the market cap is still low enough, right? A $1.1 billion market cap going up to $78 from a $1 price, that that basically changes it to about just below $80, or probably right around $80 billion in market cap valuation. That's a high valuation. That's no small task to accomplish. But it is an accomplishable task, especially for something in its first cycle. It's at the limits of what I would say is accomplishable, but it is accomplishable. So genuinely, anything from 77, 78 bucks, I should say, to 11.73 by the end of the cycle is what I would expect for this thing. It's at $1 now, right? If you like Dogecoin, what's Dogecoin at? And Dogecoin's probably a safer bet than this. I think Dogecoin will underperform in comparison to this, but it's a safer bet. Dogecoin's at 43 cents. I think Dogecoin's going to go to $4 this cycle. I don't think it sees $4.30, but $4.30 would be a 10x from here, right? AIOZ, I expect to go to 11.73. It's at $1. That's almost a 12x from here, right? So if you like Dogecoin, if you've got money and you're like, I want to put it in Doge, maybe look at AIOZ. Maybe look at Mana, Sandbox. Look at coins that have more potential to grow, and are still relatively safe investments. Even at its minimum expectation, it would outperform Doge, let alone if it sees its maximum expectation or anything in between. You're at 99 cents now. It's not too late to get into this thing. I think it looks like it's just about to get started, right? Definitely a good bet, I think, for a short-term play, but even for a long-term play, I like the price that it's at now. But obviously, it's at dramatically higher prices now than it was 24 hours ago. But that's okay. Do expect a little bit of a correction. Okay, the RSI, you did get pretty high in the RSI. Your daily RSI also is pretty overbought. You look like you have this kind of double top looking structure. I want to look AIOZ. Is there anything, maybe Coinbase? Volume, there we go. It's not a lot of volume, but it depends on what we do today, I suppose. We could continue higher. I don't know. If the question I'm trying to answer is it a good time to buy here? My answer genuinely would be yes, but only if you're okay with it dropping like 10 to 15 cents from here. If you can deal with that, then yes. Looking at it on a chart perspective, it really does look like it wants to fly, like it just wants to fly from here. So we'll see. If this were to be a bull flag, right? Here's your bull pole. Measure move based off of that, just a rough kind of estimate, would be something like $20, man. You know, over months, over time. But yeah, this thing's got legs, and I think it will. I genuinely do think it will see prices above $20 by the end of this cycle. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys. If you like this price, or if you like this video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content. I do like the price here. I think I would give it the green light for buying, but just with the tail of caution. Right, it could pull back a little bit. If it pulls back, it's not broken. You didn't make the wrong move. You just didn't make the most ideal move. It'll come back, right? You might feel dumb while it's at 86 cents or 83 cents if you bought it here at $1, but when it's at $1.60 or $2.10, you're not going to feel like an idiot. So it's just temporary. And with that in mind, I do think that it's probably one of those coins. I've been saying this a lot lately, but I'm going to say it again. It's probably one of those coins that's more risky to sit out on than it is to buy. If you buy and it goes down, okay, boohoo, right? That sucks. That's part of the risk. But if you don't buy, it's going to tear. It's going to move up a lot in a short amount of time, and the opportunity cost outweighs the potential temporary loss that you would have. So green light to a buy. It's for me to buy, right? That's kind of my perspective. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for you. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. AIOZ looking good. You should look into every project that you invest in before you invest in it. Never take the ideas, the perspective, the words that a YouTuber is saying, and then blindly make financial decisions off of that, right? Always do your own research, right? Before I was ever a YouTube guy, before I was ever a crypto YouTuber, I was like you, right? I would listen to people talk about things on YouTube. I would look up things. I'd look up the whatever articles online that I could find, scrounging. And then I would look up the project myself. And then I would read the white papers or the light papers or the blueprints, the whatever they call them. And if they didn't have them, I didn't invest in them, right? If I couldn't try at least, and I can't understand everything whenever it comes to crypto projects. I can't understand everything. I'm not that smart, right? But I can try. And if there's nobody that's willing to let me try to understand the project, if there's no white paper, there's no way to understand it deeper, I don't invest in it, right? And even if I can't understand it fully, I want to understand some of it. And if what I understand I like, I will invest in a project. I think everybody should be that way, right? You should never take the words of somebody who's saying it could do a 10x, it could do a 20x, it could do a 1000x. Never take that at face value, or only take that at face value. Do some research, dig into it. The internet is a tool. You are the excavator. I guess it's the excavator. You're the driver. Excavate. Hop in the saddle and start doing some research. Research this coin, man. I think it's going to do really well. Keep talking about it. It's already up a whole cent. It's not that much on a dollar asset. But anyways, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Hit that like button, subscribe. Blah blah blah. Bye bye bye.